and it will be available for you for withdrawal. It will be confirmed. By the time your Mavro is confirmed, it will turn to group. Anytime you have a green Mavro, definitely such Mavro has been confirmed. You have make your payment. The recipient of the money has also confirmed that you received the money. Then your Mavro will turn to green. Then it will also available for you for withdrawal. Where does 30% come from? There is no interest rate in MMM, as I have said the other time, that MMM does not give interest, rather we give a reward. In MMM, after you donated money, you get rewarded with Mavro. I've mentioned in that one also. Whatever any money you paid, maybe you provided help with, MMM will convert it to Mavro, because that's what the platform understands. You get it? It's like you are trading your money for a commodity. Somebody that is selling bread along the road, the person will have gone to a bakery, give the baker cash, collected bread equivalent to the money he has. He has already traded your money with the bread. Also here, you trade your money with Mavro, because any amount you provided with will be converted to Mavro. The Mavro becomes your own. After 30 days, you can now trade Mavro back and collect your naira back. Mavro is an index of your contribute to the development of the community. This index, Mavro, grows at 30% per month. This growth rate of Mavro can be adjusted at any moment. The amount of Mavro and its growth rate can be decreased, increased, stopped, cancelled. So in this situation, for people who are into the system, they know how Mavro can be decreased, how Mavro can be increased, how Mavro can be stopped or cancelled. They will have maybe experienced it, or somebody that experienced it. Your Mavro gets increased. Normally, everybody Mavro gets increased because you always have 1% per day. And you see the effect of the increase of your Mavro every Tuesday and Thursday on your account. For anybody that has joined MMM, if you log in, click on your Mavro, you will see it there. At the right corner of the top, you will see your Mavro is always have effect on Tuesday and Thursday. That's why we have a lot of traffic on Tuesday. These are one of the platforms you have. Maybe somebody is trying to cheat the system. So this is one of the mechanisms that is put in place to checkmate those people. So they will find their Mavro being reduced. Sometimes you will see penalty minus so amount of Mavro. They will deduct it from your Mavro. Definitely your Mavro will be decreased when they find out that you are trying to cheat the system and all those things. Then your Mavro can be stopped from the growth you are having. Also, maybe you have people that are trying to cheat. You get it. You fail to honor your order. You are being matched. Within 48 hours, you are being expected to pay that money, and you fail to match it. MMM has the right to cancel your Mavro. You get it. And anytime they block such an account, all the bonuses you have will be cancelled. You know your bonus also will be in Mavro form, and they will cancel it for you also. In such situation, we experience cancelling of Mavros. You get it. And also, when we experience what we call pause mode or restart, we have never experienced it before in Nigeria. You get it. Pause mode is the situation whereby you have more people GHing and lesser people PHing. It's like going to the bank, like what we experienced yesterday. There is lesser money in their votes, but more people are coming to get money. So they don't have that liquidity to give to us. They don't have that cash to give to us. They will use for a star to delay it, so that only few money will be going out of it. So when you experience pause mode also in MMM, you get it when people GH more than amount that are supposed to be PH. Yes, Mavro can be cancelled. Though you only have value for your money. Maybe you have 20,000 naira you used to provide it. The increase of 30% will never be there. They will rather return your 20,000 naira back to you because of the world we experience it. So that's why we are encouraging people to tell people more about what MMM is. And we don't expect people also to be GHing all the money. All what you know is GHing without you providing help also. You must learn how to provide help so that we can keep the system going. So that's why we always tell people it is easier for us. If you want to kill MMM today, it is possible. Hello. If you want to kill MMM today, it is possible. Let all of us, all the participants in MMM, GH, get help. We don't provide help, we get help. the money is not there to provide for everybody. Not like our banks. All the customers of a bank, let them determine to collect money on the spot. Such bank will collapse that day because they don't have the capital to take care of everybody on a single day. So that money must circulate, money must exchange. That's why we always have people providing them get you see banking our bank also, they always have deposit, and they are having deposit, they are having withdrawal. They are having deposit, they are having withdrawal. Hello. If you have gone to the bank maybe early in the morning, sometimes they will ask you to wait, you want to withdraw money, they will ask you to wait. They will use 1 artist to delay you. They are expecting some customer to pay them money. It is the such customers money they will use to provide for you. So also in MMM, we also use people must provide help so that we can get help also. When you provide help, is a queue. Anytime we are in MMM, you provide help. Anytime you provide help, you have already joined a queue. The moment you provide help, you join the queue. And everybody provide help on a different day, and also if it's on a day, if it's maybe the same day, different time. I may have provided help in the morning, another person will have provided help in the evening or in the afternoon. So the moment I provide my help in the morning, I've already joined the queue. Somebody that provide help in the afternoon also join the queue behind me, and also somebody that provide help maybe in the evening join queue also behind the person behind me. That's how we always join the queue. So you provide help, the order comes, you pay for it, then after 30 days from this queue you come to this side of getting help. You get help, the amount you have donated together with 30% of it, you get help of it. By the time you provide help again, you pay it again, you join the queue again. So that's why it's always move round. It happens in a circle. You provide help, you get help, you provide help, you get help. It's moving around within the community of MMM. This is how money also goes. And also in our society, somebody that has 20 naira now, I'm a pepper seller. You get it, and you have 20 naira, you want to buy pepper, you give me the 20 naira, I will give you the pepper. I that I'm selling pepper, I also need salt. Whenever I cook, I will go to the woman selling salt, I will buy salt, give me the same 20 naira you give me. The woman that is selling salt needs to buy fish. You go to the person that is buying the same 20 naira will be used to buy fish. The woman that is selling fish also needs to buy water. You go to the person selling water. The same 20 naira, that 20 naira move around, and the number of hands that 20 naira touch, that is the value of that 20 naira. So that's why you see a 20 naira is just ordinary value you are seeing, but the intrinsic value of that 20 naira can worth 1 million because of number of hands it has in. And there's no money you spend, the money still come back to you. You may not notice. No matter money you spend, still come back to you, because there's no way that money continue to circulate from one house to another, from one house to another. Then it still get back to you, because the people that are using it to trade, they also need your services one day. They will still bring that bad money back to you. Money does not fall from heaven. It is what you and I created, and we always use it as a means of exchange. So such money will still come back to you. That the money you spend today. Some of us that have done little economics, we know what they call a multiplier concept. Where the money goes from one hand to another and also goes on like that. The money still comes back to your hand. And also that's why we are talking about the Q here also. It moves, continues circulating. PH, GH, you join the circle again. The PH, GH, you join the circle again. That's how the money moves around. And as we are doing all these things, we are generating the 30% people are talking about. The 30% does not fall from heaven. It is being generated by you and I. The 30% is being generated by you and I. We are the one that are making this 30% to be available for us. That's why it is more easier after 30 days. Everybody, you have your money, you still have your 30% on it, of your reward on it. It is easier for you because we are the one that generated it. As far as we keep this circle in continuity, you provide help, you get help, you provide help, you get help. But after you have get help, it's not compulsory for you. If you are not interested in MMM again, you can leave and nobody will get you arrested. You get it? But for people that have seen the benefits of MMM, they would like to continue and be part of MMM. That's why you see somebody that started with 20,000 naira, before you know it, he has already put 200,000 in it, because you have seen what MMM can really do in his life. crowdfunding. This is the platform or the techniques banks, the insurance, mortgage houses. That is the concept they use to continue generating their money. Also in MMM, we use such a technique also, what we call crowdfunding. A scenario: if you will all claim our life insurance on the same day or a week, do you think the insurance company will be able to pay us? Never. Like also, I've mentioned it the other time. All the customer of a bank, let's every one of us go to that bank and say that we need our money. Both the rich man and the poor, let us go to that bank. We need our money. The bank can never afford to pay everybody. Rather, such bank will collapse because that money is not there for them. It's not there for them. But what do they use? They use what we know as crowdfunding. Crowdfunding whereby some people bring in money, you get it, and they use that money to pay other people. As they are using it to pay other people, another person, another group of people also, they are still bringing money in. So the more they bring money in, the more money will be available to be used for other purposes. That's what they call crowdfunding. Crowdfunding. It is a technique that everybody is using. That's the techniques the banks are using, the insurance company, mortgage houses, microfinance, everything. That is the techniques they use. But in MMM, we always make it open to everybody. The techniques they are all using, because in MMM also we are using such techniques, and we make it open in MMM. We don't hide anything in MMM. The techniques we are using, at least people that have worked in the banks should have known how do they make their money. Sometimes they are investing their money, they are doing this, they are doing that. Since all this they are investing, how much have they made? Yet, if all customers should go to that bank, that such bank will collapse. If they are truly making more money from it, at least more money should be available for them to be able to pay their customers at once. But rather they will never do that because the cash can never go around. So they use the techniques of crowdfunding. If we were to withdraw our money, I've seen this one, but why crowdfunding? Money rotates. When others withdraw, others must deposit. Banks, insurance scheme are all based on crowdfunding. Money must rotate. All the money you deposit in the banks and insurance scheme is used to pay someone else when they withdraw. By the time you have 200,000 naira in your pocket, you take it to the bank. Another person is already there that want to withdraw maybe 250,000 naira. They will now wait for you to bring your 200,000. They will wait for another customers also to bring his own money. They will add it together and pay the person that wanted to collect 250,000. That is the logic. It is what they call crowdfunding. Crowdfunding, crowd at the expense of everybody. Then our fund coming together, we pull it together, use it to pay. Not only, even in a corporate society we are doing, it is crowdfunding. Everybody will go there, we put all our money as a common pool inside one purse. As you are putting money there, some people are going there, I need help, please, I want to get loan, I want to do that. They will give them loan out of the money you are donating. That's how some of us that have done cooperative society, we know how it works. Sometimes they will tell you money is not available. There are some members that has not paid their money, but they are doing business with that money now. Where are all those interests? Where are they? May God save us. We took the same system they use. Our is to PH and TH regularly to refer new members, optional, in order to keep our system LOD. So the same system the banks are using, the same system insurance companies are using, the same system microfinance and other people, the same system they are using, MMM is also using it to make life easier for us. But in our own, it's about providing help and get help. Provide help and get help. The more you are providing help, the more there will be fun to get help. You get help also, you join the QMG again, you provide help. As far as we keep these cycles continuous, money will always be available in MMM, and it will always take care of everybody. That is our slogan. Together we can change the world. That is the slogan of MMM. Benefit of participants. After you have registered and you have joined MMM, what are the benefits that associate with it? We are inviting you, come and join MMM, and whatever you want to participate in, you must have benefit for it. You must have value for your money. As you are joining MMM, what are the benefits you will get in MMM? You provide help and receive 30% more, 30% per month from your donation. That is the first benefit you have. Whatever any amount you are bringing into MMM, you have 30% after 30 days. That is the first benefit you have in MMM. As you are joining MMM, you have 30% of the money after 30 days. That is the first benefit of being a member of MMM, or being a participant of MMM. Apart from that, we have what we call registration bonus. Registration bonus is a one-time payment where any member that joins MMM provide help that worth 15,000 naira, minimum of 15,000 naira. To start MMM, you can start with 2,000 naira. That is the minimum amount you can start MMM with, 2,000 naira, and the maximum is 2.8 million. But somebody that starts MMM with 15,000 naira, we have what we know as registration bonus. MMM will give him $20 as a registration bonus, and it is one-time payment. Before it was 10,000 naira, later it was 12,000 naira, but presently it is 15,000 naira. Since our Central Bank of Nigeria changed the exchange value of naira to dollar, $1 to equivalent to 280 naira. That is official rate. I'm not talking about a booking rate and a black market rate. Black market is not 380 naira, 380 as of yesterday. So, but official rate is 280 naira. So since they adjusted from 199 naira, 197 naira, 199 naira to 280, also the amount that will qualify you for $20 also changes, because the rate in MMM, they base it on central bank rate. So if you donate minimum of 15,000 naira in MMM, you will get $20, and that $20 is one-time payment. Don't say you have $20 this month, next month you are also expecting $20. Such a thing does not exist. But somebody that donates 150,000 naira, MMM will give you $50 as registration bonus. And for somebody that donates 990 naira and above, MMM will give you $100. And the beauty of it, this $20 will be frozen for 14 days, while $50 and $100 will be frozen for 30 days. After your 14 days and 30 days, your money started growing. Even this bonus they gave you, it started growing at the rate of the 30% also. That's in 1% per day. That's why by the time you are GH, you now see instead of $20, you see $23 or $24, because you are also growing. They also grow. Whatever any money you have in MMM grows at that rate. Any money you have in MMM. 30% growth we have. Apart from the referral bonus, apart from the registration bonus we have, we also have something they call referral bonus. Referral bonus. You get referral bonus when you invite new members into MMM. You have experienced MMM, you've seen how it works. You now want to introduce it to a member of your family, or member of your street, or member of your community, that you also come and enjoy what I'm enjoying. Come and experience the financial freedom I'm having. If you bring new member into MMM, you get it. MMM will give you 10% of the amount that person provide help with. Let's assume that person provide help of 50,000 naira. MMM will give you 5,000 naira as 10% of it. But that 5,000 naira will not be available for you until that person that provided help of 50,000 naira paid. You get it. The other that come and he paid. The moment that person paid like this, if it is maybe up to 14 days, maybe it is more than 14 days, it returns to clean immediately. But if it is not up to 14 days, it will be through. But you know that this money, that person has already paid. So you should be expecting to collect that money. It will be there for you. By the time you see blue, you should be dancing small. After 14 days, the 15 days like this, that blue will turn to green. Anytime your mouth turns to green, it is available for withdrawal. You can collect it there from that day. And that day, from that period now, you cannot dance Mafro dance. You get 10% from all donation of participants you invited. Inviting new members to the community is your additional contribution to its development on every new money. When it comes to the issue of referral bonus, we have what we call money rules. Because anytime the member you invited, anytime that such person provide help, you always get 10% of the money. But the first 10 PH, you have complete 10%. You get maybe the person provided help of 50,000 naira, they gave you 5,000 naira. After 30 days, that person GH maybe he get help of 70,000 naira, and that person provided help of 50,000 naira again after that month. So don't be expecting 5,000 naira again. MMM will apply what we know as money rules, which is first PH minus your GH plus your PH times 10%. This point one means 10%. For those that are familiar with calculations, you get it. Your first PH is 50,000 naira, and your GH you get help of 70,000 naira. They will take your first PH out of the 70,000 you have. That is 50 minus 70. That is minus 20. It's not ordinary 20. It is minus 20. You put in 50,000 naira. You collect 70,000 naira. It is minus 20. They will now say minus 20 plus your new PH. You get it because you return 50,000 naira back. So that is minus 20 plus 30 plus 50. What will it give us? Plus 30. So your referral bonus will now be based on that 30,000 naira. 10% of 30,000 naira, which is 3,000 naira. That's why if you see changes in your referral bonuses, that is how it comes about. And it can be more than that, whereby the person GH 70,000 naira, he PH 50, he GH 70, he now will PH 100,000. You get it? That is 50 minus 70, we still have our minus 20 plus 100. That is 80 plus 80, that is 80,000 naira. So 10% of 80,000 naira is 8,000. You can see that the 8,000 naira is above the 5,000 you get initially. So that is the calculation for referral bonus. And it also grows. If the 50,000 naira grows to 65,000 naira, your 5,000 naira also grows to 6,500 naira. If you wait for 30 days. Like me, I don't wait for 30 days to collect my money. Don't mind me. Apart from the registration bonus, apart from the referral bonus, we also have what we know as managers bonus for everybody. It's only for people that are guider managers in MMM. They are the only one that has manager bonus. But as a manager, you can never collect two bonuses maybe on a single participant. If I refer, let's assume that I refer this man that is sitting down here now, I can only collect referral bonus on him. I cannot collect manager's bonus because MMM does not pay beyond 10%. When it comes to this your bonus, they don't pay beyond 10%. But where manager's bonus always comes is that I refer this man there, this man refer another man. You get it? Why is having his own referral bonus? I as manager will be having manager's bonus on that person. And manager bonus is always 5%. Why that person is having 5,000 naira, a manager, a guider will be having 2,500 naira. As your bonuses also varies, manager's bonus also varies. You get it? If it goes down, it goes down. If it goes up, it goes up. And sometimes you don't give managers of MMM community can create their own multi-level structures and get a bonus from each of the donation of every participant in their structure. This is a multi-level bonus. Thus, a manager can have his own leader whose rank is higher than him. Manager's bonus varies depending on the level you are in the structure. In MMM, a guider or a manager has a bonus. The guider also have a bonus. The guiders also have a bonus. It's like 8 stages. You get it? But in a real sense, most of us, what we always see is the first one that we always see. This is structure. Most of the time, this is what we always see. The first one, 5%. Hardly we see the 3%, 1%, 0.5%, all those things. But this is the structure. You get it? That is the participant up there. As a referral under him, you have 5%. Maybe as direct referral under him, you have 5%. Then your managers also have 3%. Managers has 1%. As the level goes, that's how we have it. I being a manager, being a guider in MMM, I also has a guider. My guider also has a guider. That guider also has a guider. That guider also has a guider. That's why everybody always be. You get it? It's like all these hierarchy we have in our offices. You have the MD, you have the general manager, you have the finance controller, all those things. It's a structure. You get it? But yet we are all equal when it comes to the issue of MMM. This is just a structure on its own. You get it? As a representative. If you have a problem now, you run to your guider. You run to your manager for a guider. That is the reason it's being paid. That manager's bonus. As managers, you are the servant, a slave of all your downlines. The people under you. They call you 2 o'clock in the night. They call you 6 a.m. in the morning. You must always attend to their needs. Manager don't sleep. That's just the simple truth. We sleep maybe 2 hours, 3 hours in a day. That's why you send questions sometimes. You see the answer that is being get back to you immediately. You now be wondering, this man, this woman, are they sleeping at all? Manager hardly sleeps because they are people's sleep also. You get it? They all pick them from the managers. Small time now, the gentleman standing in front of you will become an online consultant. Small time now, I will soon be. They have already chosen me, so no, I have not started acting. So you come online, you see me online, so don't be surprised that you will be seeing me online also. I will be attending to your needs. In MMM, we also have rules that guides the activities of MMM. Rule number 1, do not have multiple accounts. We don't expect any member, any participant in MMM to have 2 accounts. The moment you have 2 accounts, the punishment for it is that your account will got blocked. The moment you have 2 accounts and the system detects that you have 2 accounts, they will block the 2 accounts. So that's why we always tell people, don't have multiple accounts. Don't have multiple accounts. The punishment of it is that the 2 accounts will be permanently blocked and you will be banned from participating in MMM. Rule 2, do not share your email or bank details with another members. Though sometimes we share with ourselves, we get it, but must based on trust, somebody that you can trust. But on a neutral ground, don't share your email and bank details with any member in MMM. You get it? But sometimes I drop the system. You cannot use one email to open 2 accounts. The system will never allow you. It will tell you that email exists in their power in their systems. The moment you try it, you will see it will flag off that this email already exists. You cannot use one email, your own email. You want to use your email to open for your friend or for a family member. The system will never accept it. The only thing you can check the system at the beginning is that use your own bank details for another person. But don't be happy about it. The system will detect it. I can guarantee you that the system will detect it. That you are using one bank account, another person is also using it, and they will block the 2 accounts. They will block the 2 accounts, permanently blocked. So every member of MMM must have their own individual email and bank details. It happens to somebody I know, you get it? He's a member, but he's not based in Nigeria. He's now using the bank account of his younger brother in Nigeria. So by the time the system now detects it, they block both of them accounts until they now write to support with an international passport or national ID card or national voters card that they are 2 different people. So they open the account, but they tell them each one of you must have a separate account. They must have a separate account so that they can know Mr. A is different from Mr. B. But please don't attempt it at all because you never enjoy the experiences. Anybody that has gone against the rule of MMM, those are the people sometimes you see them also speaking evil about MMM because they don't keep to the rules. They are simple rules, but they don't keep. People who know Nigeria sometimes not. Rule 3, do not delay in paying it. Monday to Thursday, anytime they match your order, they always give you 48 hours to pay.